Hello there, lovely people. Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. 1 a.m. here right now, and I'm going to be reviewing one of the most talked about fragrance at this current moment from the house of Christian Dior, Dior Sauvage Elixir. And this is not my bottle. First of all, big thanks to the brother who lent it to me, Dr. Jeffrey, who bought it recent times, and he thought like he really wanted my thoughts on this. Big thanks to your brother. And he buys a lot of fragrances, like I have a lot of fragrances that I covered on my channel belongs to him, if you do not know. So this basically is the hot cake, hot item, hot talk of the town. And I'm gonna do only one video tonight because I'm gonna talk a lot. I'm gonna do a little bit bigger video than usual. If you find it too boring, you can pass. But my reviews usually are intended not to entertain. My reviews are mostly for information from a consumer point of view. How do I like a fragrance after using it for some time, and if you should be looking at it, who should be looking at it, things like that. Okay, so Dior Sauvage, a little bit backstory before I review this. I'm gonna do it in different segment. First segment is when I started my journey with Dior Sauvage. My very first fragrance I went to buy, I think it was Dior Homme Intense. Dior Homme Intense, you guys know, my favorite fragrance. Perhaps alongside Dior Fahrenheit, this is my top favorite. Okay, I went through multiple bottles. I have made that my signature scent, as well as Christian Dior. Like it's like Dior has produced like gems, over the years, but last 5, 6, 7 years they have not been able to do anything new. They're basically riding on the success of the previous ones. They're making kind of like after Dior Parfum, then Dior Sauvage flanker. So this is their money maker. So Dior Sauvage, I have to start from this point. Is this fragrance I bought 60 ml, the very first batch in 2016. It was released in 2015, I believe. And this is a fragrance I was not really looking to buy. This was my last choice from Dior House. I wanted to buy Dior Homme Sport, Dior Homme Cologne, Fahrenheit, Dior Homme Intense, and even Eau Sauvage. But when I smell Dior Sauvage, okay, today I really don't feel guilty. Today I don't want to rush things that, oh, my time is ticking. Okay, so if you are actually going to be bored, please, you can stop the video. I don't mind at all. Okay, even if you bash me, I don't mind, but sometimes I want to do reviews the way I want it. Okay, so Dior Sauvage, I bought 60 ml in the end, because when I smelled it in the boutique, I was like in Malaysia. Okay, Malaysia, I keep talking about Malaysia because it's annoying, but true that where you live, it's where your heart is. I lived there for half my life, 19 years, so it's kind of my second home. So Malaysian fragrance community now is growing, but their fragrances are very expensive, mostly on retail, and online nowadays they have some sellers, but mostly if you go to Parkson, you guys know the drill, go to Sogo, it's all retail. If you go to Aeon Big. So basically I used to look for deals, but Chanel and Dior, there's no deal. You just buy full retail. I bought all the favorite ones of mine, even Fahrenheit, Dior Homme Intense, but the Dior Sauvage, I bought a 60 ml because even it was expensive. It was like, I think 65, 75 bucks. It was very expensive. And I smelled it on the paper, it did nothing for me. And if you see my first review, if you go back long back, like 2016 I started, I was sitting on my sofa in my Kuala Lumpur apartment, and I put that like, it's okay, it's like 7 out of 10, it's nothing special. And over the years, obviously in Bangladesh, my view changed, but Dior Sauvage is sort of like a very good performer. It's a fragrance, everywhere you go, it's like one solution for everything. Okay, so I ended up using 100 mls, 200 mls, multiple bottle sizes. After this, Dior Sauvage became my not the most favorite smell, but my most reached out fragrance. It does everything, like even Jeremy's Office for Men does that for me right now. So Sauvage became my reliable tool. Anywhere I go, if I don't find anything, I can make up my mind, I go Sauvage. Then after that, they released EDP. I bought every single release over the years, and I did review them. I loved EDP a lot. I love the EDP. That's why I have a 200 ml as well. Almost like a lot of the juice went down due to decanting, obviously. Then I did the Perfume. So this is the story, how it evolved. But the one I never reviewed is Very Cool Spray. I was very close to buying it a few days back, but my dear brother, he bought this. Okay, so I'll review it from his bottle. I really want to try that. So Dior Sauvage, I know the story A to Z. I'm very confident I can tell you because the compliments that I got, everything. So right now we have, after a lot of talk, 4 or 5 minutes of introduction, we have this last one, the Elixir. Okay, this is how the presentation looks. You have seen it already. It's nothing brand new. And the sticker is taken from the plastic. He put it on the box, and it's a different packaging, not the normal Sauvage Presentation. It has a B in there, okay, the traditional, and these are more like Amouage or more like Tom Ford, more premium presentation. There's a hole in there so the bottle doesn't rock. So the thing is, one thing I don't like about it, when you pick it up, the thing comes out very easily. There's no grip. So if you, let's say at the edge, if you pick it up, it might drop the bottle because bottle is much heavier than the box. That's one touch I don't like, but nice packaging. It has this Dior Sauvage dark blue theme, okay. And Johnny Depp was one big part. He was the face of Sauvage. They have now 300 ml refillable, a lot of bottles, okay, a lot of bottle sizes. This bottle is very cute, definitely. It's like, it reminds me of one bottle, I'll show you. It reminds me of Fahrenheit Le Parfum, and I believe the fragrance release is basically what the Le Parfum or Eau Extreme, I'll show you in a bit. This is the part of that, like the highest concentration, most concentrated perfume. So they call it Elixir. That's the release, and there's like a big hole down there, sort of like a nice, okay, CD, all the other information you'll find here, and it's kind of indented there. I don't know what you call that. The bottle is not like really smooth. Sauvage Elixir Dior, very nicely done. Got the CD, got the magnetic top, no problem. Very light bottle, I might say, but looks nice, okay. Very nice. Sprayer works really fine. Sprayer is excellent, okay, just like the Dior Sauvage. So how many sprays you go with this? I would say 3 sprays is just perfect. If you really want to project or make it ultra beast mode, go like 4 to 5. That will really be like 2-3 days, 2 days, or at least you can use that cloth. You don't have to respray, okay. So that is longevity. Projection from this is, let's just tackle those. Projection from this is not the best for me. It doesn't really throw out so much on me, at least. I feel the best season to wear this is fall or winter. This is a cold weather scent. This is a Sauvage that you wear in colder months. You can wear this in summer days if it's a breezy, cloudy day, kind of like a gloomy day. If you find less heat and humidity, this is an excellent choice. So this one, it's getting a lot of mixed reviews, okay. I talked about those performance. Mixed reviews basically due to the pricing. Me, I am also one of the part of the mixed reviews, and I rejected this perfume. Not the fragrance, rejected the price point. I didn't want to try it. I didn't want to buy it. The price point in Bangladesh, it's selling for 14,000 taka. That relates to somewhat $150, 155 borderline, you know. So you get 60 ml from it, okay. So this basically is part of their Dior Sauvage line, which is a designer line. You get 60 ml. If you convert it to 100 ml, it is scary how expensive this is. This is more expensive than Creeds here. Let's just give you some example. Amouage here, some By Kilians here. This is more pricey than those, okay. But if you talk about fragrances like, hey Joy, your By Kilian Angel Share is $200, you know, like for 50 ml. That's also pricey. That's a By Kilian, okay. And that fragrance, those fragrances are pricey, but you know, you cannot compare. But did Sauvage make something of niche quality? This is the other side argument. This is something of that quality. People are saying that it's Francois Dimarchi totally took a like a detour from the typical Dior Sauvage EDT, EDP Parfum, and they made something totally different. I will discuss that. And I'll tell you what I get from it, and I'll show you some alternative. This is why it's going to be a long video. The performance is good, okay. The justification for this fragrance, justification is it's a Dior Sauvage line, so you are safe in safe hands. Dior doesn't do much wrong, okay. Even if you do not like the fragrance, you might get positive attention, you might get good value for money. But when you think of, let me just give you a straight up comparison. 200 ml of this is cheaper than 60 ml of this, okay. You might say perfume version, this is a highly concentrated, you need less. No, not such thing for me. Dior Sauvage EDT, for me, if I spray 2 to 3 sprays, this can do more projecting than this. So in that term, the value wise, it's a no-brainer. You can get a 200 ml of EDT, EDP. It's going to be much cheaper than that Elixir, okay. So that was my argument. I don't want to buy it, even if it smelled nice, okay. I was on that boat. I'm still perhaps on that boat. But reasons for you to think of positive. Dior cannot do anything wrong. You're a big fan of Dior Sauvage line. Money is not an issue for you. You do not mind paying, okay. You are not a decanter. So for those things, this is a fragrance. All the things will go right, okay. And the fragrance smells really, really good. I sprayed it. I really, really liked it. It opens up kind of like dark fresh, if I can make some sense. It's like a almost tonka beanish, okay. It's like a green fougere, kind of bergamot or lemon, something is there, but it has like a barbershoppy blue quality, and it's a very hybrid fusion. This is what I see they were trying to, it's like a fusion. They try to bring back, you know, fragrances. Okay, I have to take out one more. You know what, Creed already done this. Okay, Creed did Viking, and they're bringing back those spicy aftershave masculine. I'm show you some more. So this is the direction they wanted to go to. But the fragrance, it's just basically, you know, it has every single thing done so well. If you talk about the smell, the notes, the lavender is done so well. It's mild spicy, but it's not too spicy. It reminds me of shaving foam like Rive Gauche, or fragrances like, I'll show you what, Azzaro Purom, okay, Drakkar Noir. I have all these fragrances, so I can tell you I know these fragrances. Paco Rabanne Purom, Zino Davidoff. I have some more, I'll show you in time. And then fragrances like Eternity, EDP by CK. These are all in the same family, but this one has a twist of freshness. So this is a fresh Fougere, fresh barbershoppy fragrance you can wear in colder months with a suit. Very luxurious, Tom Ford like feel, okay, from this. It reminds me of some of the Tom Ford fragrances, easily like that quality. But they are basically doing this, okay. Dior has this upper class line, or not upper class, like the highly concentrated line of Dior Fahrenheit Le Parfum. I was lucky enough to get all of them. Actually, Dior Eau Sauvage, this is extreme, I think. Dior Eau Sauvage Perfume, sorry. And then I also have Dior Homme Perfume, okay. So these fragrances are highest grade of their originator, and they go for really expensive price tag. So in that way, you know, like, let me just give you an example. Dior Homme Perfume, I think this is 100 ml now, okay. This 100 ml now, it will cost you like $150. That is legitimate. That is something you can pay for, no problem. If you talk about Eau Sauvage, this is Eau Sauvage Perfume. This one, I think $100, 100 ml. But the Fahrenheit Le Parfum is 75 ml, if I'm not mistaken. So 75 ml is still okay. 60 ml feels, this is where I have the biggest problem when I talk about what you get versus what you pay. Someone said, if you mix Drakkar Noir and Dior Sauvage or Dylan Blue, you get this, okay. That's not true, okay. I'm sorry to say, not to my nose. It smells complex. It smells really, if this was released from the upper class line, people would be so happy. Oh, 30 ml for 150 bucks. I will do it, bro. But see the psychology, designer release, so people will say no. So there are yes and no. People are divided, okay. Can people unite in this way? Like, they can go past the price and they can say, oh, I will buy this. No, not yet. Dior, I think, has made a mistake for the pricing, and they made an excellent fragrance. So this is where I feel pain, okay. If Dior, you know, Dior and Chanel, notorious, they're not going to put down the price. Trust me. Many people want to buy this. They will want to buy a sample or a decant over the bottle because they want to try this so bad. If this worth it? No, it's not worth the money. If this fragrance was like 75 ml, I would still think about it and I would say it is expensive. This fragrance ideally should have been $100, okay. That would make it posh, that people would respect it, and I would feel $100 is okay because I love this DNA, I would buy this. Not at this price point, okay. So this is strictly my thought. Many people will bash me, hate, dislike, it's okay. Everybody has their opinion. This is not worth the price tag, but this is so worth it for the smell. The performance is so good. Projection is a little bit less, but you can work with it. Cold weather time, it will be so good. It will last days on your clothes, okay. Really good. So if you want to buy this and money is not an issue, you can go. So there's like, for me, amber, tonka bean, patchouli, some of these green notes, lavender, sometimes feels like oak moss, modern oak moss, and there's this bergamot, freshness. So I'll show you some alternatives you can go, and you'll be happily getting those fragrances. You'll be more than happy to get them. Trust me, not the same, but better quality or equal or better quality, and very good value for your money. I'll show you the first fragrance I'll show you is this one, Pasha Cartier Le Parfum. Okay, I bought this fragrance, and this is not like a very crowd pleaser or a club banging kind, like club banger. This is not a fragrance people would wear, like youngsters will wear, but this one has the same vibe as that Elixir. Okay, this is mature, boozy, it's kind of spicy, barbershoppy, modern Fougere fragrance. This is one of the masterpiece, 10 out of 10. Okay, from Cartier. Look at that bottle once more. Okay, amazing. Next one of the best solutions, alternative to that is this one, Tom Ford Bleu de Jour. You'll argue this is $100 something, right? Yes, it is, but it's 100 ml. Okay, this has the most fantastic fusion of lavenders in this, like citrus, very beautiful. This is extremely long lasting. This smells like so expensive. This smells like money. Okay, so when you pay for this even 150 bucks, you feel, damn, that's a nice fragrance, bro. Even you If you're watching, you're a critic, you'll say, no, I agree with that. Okay, that's a better fragrance from Tom Ford. Then I'll show you another fragrance, the Creed one, cheaper than, if you talk about 100 ml conversion, this is cheaper than the Dior. Okay, and this is a spicy shaving foam sort of woody kind of fragrance with the ambergris, fresh, spicy. Man, this one lasts much longer than the Dior on me, like projects a lot more, and does have a great lasting power. This is one of the longest lasting, okay, from Dior, Creed's house, sorry. And then I would also say you can get CK Eternity ADP, not the same quality, but if you love Drakkar Noir, okay, let me just tell you, you can get this by itself. You don't have to layer it with anything. You can enjoy that, like not barbecue. You can smell that barbershop smell. You can smell those shaving foam, sort of like fresh. This one, all these three. I hope I don't drop. Azzaro Purom, Pakuraban Purom. You can get these for the feel of barbershop. You don't need Dior to give you a barbershop, but here is the big thing before I finish. It's going to be a long review. I told you it's going to be one of the longest reviews in recent times. I have the ultimate solution for you. This fragrance right here. Okay, this fragrance right here I'm about to show you. If you have this, I really feel, I told you, I remember I said in my video or review of this fragrance, which is this one, Azzaro Purom Onyx, or I think this is also called Silver Black. Two names, okay? So I have, I think, the Silver Black here. I had the Onyx as well. They're the same fragrance with different names, different time release. When I reviewed this, I said this could be a solution or the fragrance which was like Dior Sauvage back in the time. This was released wrong back. And I always felt some sort of connection because there's a freshness, it has some barbershoppy fusion, it has great longevity. And that's what I really feel Elixir is, the more modern and more polished version of this one. But check out the price difference. 100 ml of this you can get well under 35 bucks, and this is 60 ml 150 bucks. Okay, so you do your calculation and see the price difference. This fragrance is fantastic. This one has 5 notes common with this Dior Sauvage Elixir. Obviously not gonna smell the same. They have the differences. The common notes between these two, I think, are lavender, patchouli, amber, think a few more, some citruses, but this one got mandarin orange, this one got that bergamot, Calabrian bergamot or lemon something. So they don't smell exactly the same, but on the dry down, if you really think, this fragrance smells a lot like that. Okay, and it has beastly performance. So if you have this one, people will be like, should I buy Azzaro? I'm just gonna pay for the Dior, brand. I'm not trying to put Dior down, okay, but I'm giving you the realistic comparison. If you have this, you don't need the Elixir of Dior Sauvage line. This is gonna do same thing that one does with a little bit more synthetic way. Obviously the Dior blend is much nicer, it smells like much upper quality, but hands down, talk about value, Dior has nothing on this. Okay, value wise, performance wise, and how nice this smells. The lavender in this, so lovely. It's a fresh lavender, it's much more sweeter, it has a lot more presence. Okay, let me spray some on my hand. It's like one of my most cherished fragrances. This whole line, Azzaro had this line discontinued, but if you find this line, every single fragrance, Silver Black, I think they had Nighttime, the red one, I forgot the names, but man, this is a treasure of a fragrance. Amazing, amazing. If you like barbershop that has a twist of freshness, this could be a solution. Okay, $35 to $40 now compared to the $150 for 60 ml. This is 100 ml. So this is a fragrance you should buy over Dior Sauvage Elixir. And I will tell you, I love Dior Sauvage line, and full respect to Dior for creating something nice, something new, trying to start a new trend. Full respect. For that fragrance, if money is not an issue, this fragrance is getting a solid 9 out of 10 for me for performance and packaging and what they did. But the price point, big hit. For me, it's a big hit, means big dent in the mark, like I'll reduce that, what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say like the rating of the fragrance will go down so much for the price range, I will minus like 4 points from that Sauvage Elixir, from that 9. So out of 9, if you minus 4, it becomes a 5. For value, that one is a 5. Okay, so do not ignore the fragrance. If money is not an issue, go for it, buy it. But if you really want to focus on a fragrance rather than a brand, you can get all those fragrances. I showed you the upper class ones. Let me show the upper class ones once more. Long video, I'm sorry. These 3, okay, Bout de Jour, Cartier Paschalet Perfume, and the Viking. Those are excellent choices and ultimate fragrance, I would say, over Elixir, Azzaro, Homme, Silver Black, or Onyx. Okay, that is my pick. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you, doctor, for your gesture. And if you're hurt, if you guys feel hurt from any of my critics, if I do not do criticism on a fragrance, if I say no because it's a Dior, I'd be biased. There's no point of doing reviews. If I love something, I'll tell you. If I feel value is good, I'll tell you. If I feel the opposite, I'll also tell you, so people can make up their mind, or they want to try first. Okay, always try to your nose. Okay, that will be the best judgment. Thank you very much for watching after a long time doing such a long video on a fragrance, and I feel really awesome. Definitely worthy of checking out, because in time this is going to be the top seller of Dior. See you soon. Good night from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Bye bye.